We all know right now that unfortunately the Division 2 is in a very bad state, probably the worst one I've seen since I started playing the game, which was from day one. Now they did put out a message this morning, and I will go over that very briefly at the beginning of the video, but a lot of you have reached out to me directly asking what has my week been like for this game. I will go over my personal details, but more importantly, answer some of the questions you've sent the channel. What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and since I started this channel almost 3 years ago, I have been covering pretty much the Division exclusively, and I think this is the longest I've gone without posting a video. It's been maybe 4 days, but you know how much I love this game. And for me, like many of you out there, the game has been unplayable in certain aspects, however, other aspects are working, and like I said, this video is going to kind of be a two-parter. We're going to go over what the game said this morning, and I will touch base on the things I am working on now. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, and we are having a giveaway for a PlayStation 5, but I will go over those details at the end of the video. Now, the first thing I want to show you is from the game this morning, and as you can see, the Division 2 team put out a message and it says the following: Dear Agents, last week we shared news that the season would be delayed due to a localization issue. This past Saturday, in the process of creating the update which would resolve that issue, we encountered an error that brought down the build generation system for the Division 2. As a result, we cannot update the game until the system has been rebuilt. In the past, when a season was delayed, we extended the previous season's activities. Unfortunately, this is not possible in the current situation as we are unable to make the server or client-side updates until the build generation system is restored. We are working to resolve the situation as quickly as possible. We have made good progress over the last 96 hours and have been able to restore critical aspects of the system and will share the timeline for resolution when available. We deeply appreciate your understanding and patience and will share our in-game compensation plan details soon. Our next update will be provided tomorrow. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is my take on all of this, and it just sucks. Like, it sucks. As someone who loves this game, as someone who would play it on a daily basis, and as someone who loves bringing you content for this game, it's just really unfortunate that we seem to always encounter issue after issue. This is the biggest one I've seen in a while, but we were all amped up for Season 11, getting ready for that. There were delays, and now this happens. Now, one important aspect that I want to mention is that we are not alone in feeling this way, and that has to do with the people who work at the game as well. You can see Daria put out a message and she's saying it's been a rough couple days. Thank you for your unwavering support. And as we move on to Paule, you can see he said the following: as I often say, live game dev is not for the faint of heart. Some days you go to work expecting a normal day, but the universe has other plans. You brace for folks to be angry, as they are entirely right to be. But as always, there are voices of patience and support. We see you, we really do, and it means a lot. We have the best community in gaming. I really believe that. So most of you should know by now how I run things at the channel, as my goal was to create, and we've been able to do that toxic-free gaming environment where people work together and help each other out. However, one of the things I love about this spot is the fact that we can also have a civilized conversation. Look, I am completely and totally disappointed with this game. It happens over and over. However, one thing you will never hear me do is bash an individual, single someone out, and that includes but not limited to developers, designers, programmers, content creators. It doesn't matter. Here at our family, what we do is we talk about things that are going on. We talk about this game that we all sincerely love. And that is something I can promise you will never change at this channel. I will always focus on bringing you farming videos, build videos, obviously news videos as well when there's something to talk about. You have helped me create this amazing space. I am sincerely thankful and really appreciate your being a part of this family. So with all that being said, let's chat about what we can actually do in the game right now. Now for me, and I know it's the same for many of you out there, you can't touch the outer map. So if you're stuck in New York, if you try to hover over, let's say DC to fast travel there, your game is going to crash. Now some of you are not dealing with anything whatsoever, and that's fantastic. And typically for me, and I play on Xbox, I don't really deal with these issues either, but it's happening all around. So what I found out is this. So you saw at the beginning of the video, I was in New York. I went to my menu, I joined a round of Countdown, and that is fantastic because I'm having no issues playing Countdown whatsoever. I'm able to farm non-stop. You can see the footage here. I had no issue finding a group on Challenging. And the best part is, if you happen to be stuck in New York like I was, you can't use the map to fast travel. When you're done with Countdown, you are put back at the base of operations in DC. That's obviously where most of the stuff in the game is. The summit's really been off limit for me. I haven't tried to do that as yet. Again, as long as you stay away from the outer part of the map, you should be good. Which obviously is a total inconvenience, not to mention the fact that we cannot change our world difficulty at this point, which is a pain as well. But for me, again, my main focus right now is just farming Countdown, because then you can choose whatever difficulty you like. But more importantly, and this is something I wanted to segue into, one thing I need to focus on in this game is my expertise level, and that's all I'm doing now. So I'm picking a targeted loot in Countdown, I am farming non-stop, donating the items. And you'll see in a moment, after one round of Countdown on challenging, you do get a good chunk of change when you're leveling up your expertise, which is great. So that's going to be my main focus. Now the other thing I've discovered, and please let me know what's going on in your gameplay in the section down below, is if I'm just cruising around DC, I'm fine. The main thing is this: you need to keep your cursor away from the outer part of the map. Otherwise, I'm able to do my regular missions, my farming, things like that. And the only time it crashes is if I try to fast travel to New York from DC or vice versa. So again, keep that icon towards the middle. You should be good to go. And if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. A few more things, my friends, that I'm going to start to wrap this video up. First of all, the loot goblin, the holiday loot goblin, is still in the game. So if you're trying to get the chill out mask, the O'Carroll marksman rifle, or the Slayer SMG, you still have the opportunity to do that. So make sure you take advantage of this time. We have no idea when this fix is going to happen. And like I said, tomorrow when the game gives us more information, I'll bring you a video then. But right now, again, my focus is on what I can do in this game. And these are a few things I'm focusing on. What you're seeing on screen right now, and again, this is from today. This is my favorite spot to farm for the loot goblin. And all you do is you load into the spot. Hopefully he should spawn right when you turn this corner. If that's the case, you take him out, you log out of the game, log back in, rinse and repeat, and hopefully you get what you're looking for. Now, the other thing that's active in the game right now that I suggest you take advantage of, and I know for some of you, you want to stay out of the dark zone, but right now, targeted loot in the DZ is not contaminated. That may change with Season 11, and again, we have no idea when that's going to happen. But on the outside chance they switch that at the next patch, I strongly recommend hitting up the DZ as often as you can now. Try to get some of those DZ exclusives, and if you need tips on how to do so, I will leave a link to a video in the comment section down below. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are currently having a giveaway at the channel. This one is for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced May 4th of this year. I just gave away an Xbox a few weeks back. This is something I do as often as I can at the channel and will continue to do so. On that note, I want to thank you all for your amazing support of this channel and remind you, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. It really does help the channel out, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.